Every morning, millions of Americans wake up, pour a cup of coffee, grab breakfast, and start their day. Nothing unusual, nothing dangerous, or so it seems. Because hidden inside ordinary routines, behind familiar habits and everyday choices, there is a silent threat that affects nearly half of all adults in the United States. A threat that often shows no symptoms, no warning signs, no pain, until it's too late. This is the story of high blood pressure, the silent killer. Imagine this. It's a normal Tuesday morning. John, a 45-year-old father of two, heads to work. He feels fine. No headaches, no dizziness. No reason to think anything is wrong. He spends the day answering emails, attending meetings, and grabbing fast food during lunch. Like millions of people, he's busy. Too busy to think about his health. What John doesn't know is that, at this very moment, his blood pressure is slowly damaging the delicate walls of his arteries. Every heartbeat pushes blood through his body with slightly more force than it should. Not enough to notice, but enough to cause harm. Day after day, month after month, year after year. High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, is one of the most common health conditions in America. According to health experts, nearly half of U.S. adults have high blood pressure, yet many don't even know they have it. Why? Because hypertension rarely announces itself. Unlike a broken bone or a severe infection, it doesn't usually hurt. It works in silence. A hidden force slowly wearing down the body's most important systems. The heart, the brain, the kidneys, the eyes. To understand why this happens, imagine your blood vessels as a vast network of highways. Your heart is the engine that keeps traffic moving. When blood pressure rises, it's like forcing every car on the highway to travel at excessive speed. At first, everything appears normal. But over time, the roads begin to crack. The damage accumulates, and eventually, something breaks. A heart attack, a stroke, heart failure, kidney disease. These life-changing events often begin with years of uncontrolled blood pressure. The scary part, modern life makes high blood pressure easier than ever to develop. Think about the average day. Long hours sitting at a desk. Fast food loaded with sodium. Chronic stress, poor sleep, limited physical activity. Many of the conveniences that make life easier can quietly increase health risks. And because the effects are gradual, most people never notice the danger building. It's like watching a glacier move. The changes happen so slowly that they seem invisible. Until one day, the consequences become impossible to ignore. Scientists have spent decades studying hypertension. What they've discovered is both alarming and hopeful. Alarming because uncontrolled blood pressure dramatically increases the risk of serious disease. Hopeful because many cases can be prevented or managed with simple lifestyle changes. The challenge isn't knowing what to do. The challenge is doing it consistently. Take sodium, for example. Most people think of salt as something they sprinkle on food. But the majority of sodium in the American diet comes from processed and packaged foods. Frozen meals, fast food, snack foods, restaurant dishes, even foods that don't taste salty can contain surprising amounts. Over time, excess sodium can cause the body to retain more fluid, increasing pressure inside blood vessels. The effect may be invisible, but it's measurable and significant. Then there's stress. Modern stress isn't usually about escaping predators or surviving harsh environments. It's about deadlines. Bills, traffic, notifications, constant demands on our attention. When stress becomes chronic, the body remains in a prolonged state of alert. Hormones like adrenaline and cortisol rise. Heart rate increases. Blood pressure can climb. While occasional stress is normal, living in a constant state of pressure can take a serious toll. Sleep is another piece of the puzzle. Many people treat sleep like a luxury, something to sacrifice when life gets busy. But sleep is when the body repairs itself. When sleep quality suffers, blood pressure regulation can suffer too. Night after night of poor rest creates a ripple effect throughout the body. Energy drops, cravings increase, stress worsens, and cardiovascular health can decline. Yet despite all these risks, there is good news. Small changes can create powerful results. A daily walk, more fruits and vegetables, less processed food, better sleep habits, stress management. These aren't dramatic solutions. They're simple, but simplicity is often where real transformation begins. Research consistently shows that healthy lifestyle choices can help lower blood pressure and improve overall health. Not overnight, not instantly, but steadily. Let's go back to John. After a routine doctor's appointment, he discovers his blood pressure is dangerously high. The news shocks him. He felt perfectly healthy, but instead of ignoring the problem, he decides to act. He starts walking after dinner. He replaces sugary drinks with water. He cooks more meals at home. He prioritizes sleep. Month by month, the numbers improve. His energy increases. His health improves. Most importantly, he reduces the risk of future complications. Not through a miracle cure, not through extreme measures, but through consistent daily choices. And that's the lesson hidden inside this story. The greatest health threats are not always the loudest. Sometimes they arrive quietly, without symptoms, without warning, without fear, until the damage is already underway. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. But silence doesn't mean powerlessness. Knowledge changes outcomes. Awareness creates action. And action can save lives. So the next time you wake up and begin another ordinary day, remember this: your future health is being shaped by today's decisions. Every meal, every walk, every hour of sleep, every choice matters more than it seems. Because the difference between illness and health is often not one dramatic moment. It's thousands of small moments repeated over time, and the story of your health is still being written, one heartbeat at a time.